tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Washington football team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through... Send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
A first carry now for Thompson. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Brady, he'll leave this one for White. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He spins free. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And his throw here's incomplete.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Johnson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are? They come into the NFL now. They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A first down carry for Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw on 3rd down, Johnson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brady.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Johnson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Handoff, running left is Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, Johnson. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd down, Davis. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going underneath for Lewis. Short completion, just 4 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Jones. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 37. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And the 13-year on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action with Griffin. And finding Davis here, the tight end. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Morris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now Lewis here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. It's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either. And
they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. On 2nd down, it's Morris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Griffin. He dumps off to Morris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin looking for Garcon, It's intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And Graham on the grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Jones on 1st and 10. And complete to Lewis over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 30 on 2nd down. Griffin on the catch. It's Crowder. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Here's Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. We get a glance at the Washington defense as they head back out there. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
What's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports. They've watched the tape. But sometimes, under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, it's Lewis. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll run with Ridley, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down run with Lewis. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ridley stays on his feet, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. It's Ridley again. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
Start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run again with Morris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They run with Morris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Griffin to Thompson on the screen. Again the juke, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jamie Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flushed out. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Edelman set to return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. New England's offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Jones now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Here's Jones on third down. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. From the gun, Jones. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a second. First downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Griffin. Over the middle, complete. That's Gardner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Griffin on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Washington on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Now Griffin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Over the middle here to Coates. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Coates. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Griffin will throw again. Over the middle to Garcon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Griffin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll run on first down. Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the handoff, Lewis. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They try again with Lewis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's It's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And he'll get this underneath to Thompson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And he hits Garcon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Just played better. Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.